Hey guys, I got a good question for you. Do you think this video, let's say you're selling like an info product, or let's say you're selling an e-commerce product, do you think showing your ad in front of this video would actually result in it converting and generating sales, or would it be a huge waste of money? Now, it would likely be a huge waste of money because you're essentially, there you go. Here's the thing. Even big advertisers are wasting money on these placements. Now, I know this is a remarketing ad because I've been to their website, but at the same time, who watches these videos? Who watches Talking Tom and Friends? I have never even heard of them. It's little kids who get put in front of their, basically their TV, the TV or the computer by their parents, or it's little kids on their parents' thing. The chances that their parents are actually there watching it with them is very, very low. I'd say it's like a 20% chance. So that's one of the ways where you could really lose a lot of money advertising on YouTube ads, is basically showing up in front of these videos, right? Like these kids channels. Sometimes you have some weird chant, religious, like super weird, foreign language channels, and those can also be money sinks. And the thing is, it's super easy to end up in front of these channels. You actually have to create an exclusion list and be constantly updating it. In our exclusion list that we use for every single new client account, we have over 500 channels that we've excluded, and most of them are channels like this. And look at this, that's 7.3 million views. So chances are, like, a lot of advertisers are spending, thousands on advertising in front of these channels, and it's just killing their ROI. So, these guys as well, I'm surprised they don't have an account exclusion for this, right? They should have an account exclusion for this because this is, I'm sure this is taking up their ad spend. So yeah, this is like a very advanced kind of thing that very few people talk about. And I'm going to show you how to never basically resolve the situation, and B, like a process for how to actually just keep doing this on a weekly basis, so your channel, your YouTube ads are showing up in front of videos that are actually relevant. Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna show you the whole process, so it will take a few minutes, but bear with me, and you will get a lot out of this. Hey guys, so I'm in one of my client accounts. This is the old AdWords interface. So what you do to basically clean this up is on the account level, right? You go to the account level. So you're right here in the AdWords interface, and you go to video targeting. And in video targeting, this is what's going to show up: managed. You want to skip managed. You want to go to where ads were shown. So where ads were shown is where, if you're on the account level and you go to where ads were shown, this is the first place to start, because this is where you'll cut off the biggest losers. This is actually the previous month's data for this client before we came on. So basically this was before we cleaned up a lot of these. So YouTube.com, that's basically the homepage. Homepage, I'm okay with it. It's kind of a mixed bag, but I'm alright with it. It's like a pretty big placement, so it's not a bad placement. What is a bad placement, on the other hand, is so most of these aren't too bad. They're money related in one way. Some of these Spanish language ones might be I don't know, they might be a little off, but actually I'm going to look at the beginning of that month, because we actually did the exclusions. Oh yeah, that's this month actually. That's why they're, it's not too bad. Alright, so I'm going to basically go from March 1st to March 21st, which is before, basically I was able to help them. And yeah, so okay, there we go. Talking Tom Shorts, Ultra Marathon. So what you want to do is you want to go down this. Music videos, in my opinion, are fine. You may want to, if you have a ton of data, you can kind of do an analysis on it. But I have seen conversions from music videos because people, they may be interested in your topic, and if it's a good enough ad, they'll be okay with it. What really is the issue is these ones, the Talking Tom Shorts one. Because here's the thing, adults will watch funny fail videos. Here you go. Look at this shit. Jump Cut is advertising on this, and it kind of sucks because obviously these guys are really smart. They're doing YouTube ads, and and basically they're showing up in front of this Talking Tom channel. Now here's the thing, with something like this, they're probably, you know, doing viewers, like interest-based viewers, or they may be doing people on their list. But at the same time, you want to be excluding these on an account level, not just on a campaign level, because you want to be excluding it on an account level, so you never have to worry about it again. So here's the way you exclude it on an account level. You go to basically the channel link. You cut the channel link, and then you go to shared library. Sorry, I'm just gonna shared library, and you go. This is where you go, account placement. So what the difference between campaign placement exclusions is, you can basically use them in campaigns. So if you're starting a new campaign, you can just easily add it. Account level is like literally it will never show up in your account again. This is what I recommend for these kind of kids channels. So you go in here and you add it, you save, bam. I have like 530, and with every single new client that I basically take on, I just take this placement list, add them in. So I'm always basically, you know, with new clients, it's like immediately we take like 600, 560, something like that channels. We add them to the account placement exclusions, and that way it saves them a lot of money. So what you can do to start building your own placement list, exclusion list, is just adding this in the account placement exclusions right here. Shared library, account placement exclusions. So yeah, that's how you do that. Now, a couple other points. So you may have some videos that, let's say you're doing a topic-based targeting, right? So I'll go over targeting as well. So basically, based on the targeting, so you have interests and topics. Those are where typically those low-quality placements show up. Remarketing as well, so you want to be careful with that. But interests and topics are definitely the big ones. So what I notice is with interests especially, you'll get some really bad placements occasionally. So you want to keep an eye on those. Topics as well, because the thing is, if you're, let's say you're advertising on a topic that's expensive, that can be brutal if you're paying like 8 cents a view and you have really low quality placements. So with topics, what I do is I exclude anything that's not relevant. If I have some sort of business topic and there's some, you know, funny fail video, I'm going to exclude that, but on the campaign level. So on the campaign level will be just, you know, you can go to the shared library, go to campaign exclusions. So you would go in here, you go to campaign placement exclusions, you'd create a list, and you'd create the list based on the campaign itself. So it's like business exclusions, right? So this is like any topic that's in the business arena, because they're multiple. You can just have one, so you can exclude the channels that are just like, that have the business tags, because the YouTubers use those tags to like promote their channel, right? And you'll have these business tags in them. So what you want to do is you want to have those business tags, like those channels that aren't actually business channels, that are like, you know, extremely irrelevant. You want to add that in. And in fact, we had some stuff where today we were cleaning up basically a placement list for e-commerce, and what we discovered was we were showing it in front of these like weird videos, which were basically like somebody doing, like, touching a paper foil, and that was it. Like, it was like 40 minutes of them touching paper foils, them like making like weird noises and being super quiet. It was very creepy, but that's wasted money, right? So we had to exclude those from that specific campaign, and the best way to do it is to just create a campaign placement exclusion. So with the campaign exclusions, what you want to be doing is you're not going to do that basically in the campaign itself. You'll apply to campaigns, so you'll choose whatever campaigns you want to exclude like these videos from, and do that. So like the big picture is, like, account exclusions is stuff that will never convert. You want to exclude that. Campaign exclusions are ones that are like, if you're targeting specific topics and you don't want to pay 10 cents a view for a video that's part of that topic somehow, but it's actually completely unrelated, then you add them to the campaign placement exclusions, and then you can manually apply them to campaigns. And that's like a very efficient way to do that. So yeah, guys, I hope this has been useful. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. Just to recap, you want to go to basically, actually, I'm going to show you this in the new AdWords, so you guys know how to do this. Yeah, there you go. You basically do that. You go to manage account placement exclusions. Okay, so in the new AdWords, what you do is you go to campaigns. Sorry. you go to placements right here, and YouTube, let's see, you sort by views. That's the way to do it. And then you go to where ads showed. So not placements, you go to where ads showed. This is important. So one thing to keep in mind is in this one, it's actually more efficient because it goes by channel. It doesn't go by individual videos, it goes by channel. So that makes it easier to like see like which channels perhaps are those kids channels. And then you can directly, so this, for example, is something you want to exclude. Yeah, 5-minute crafts, maybe not. You'd have to click through it. So this requires a lot of work. I personally have an employee just doing this like 5 to 6 hours a week. Hey guys, so I just wanted to finish off with a couple more things. So number one was, so this is where, you know, you do the account exclude. I mean, like basically you get see which channels your video is showing up on, but you also want to be able to exclude. So what you can do is basically there is an exclusion over here, and over here you can, so you basically can just exclude by account on here as well. And yeah, you can basically use that. I mean, we already have a huge list of exclusions on this account. But just a quick FYI, that's where the exclusions lie in AdWords. The new AdWords is obviously, you know, it's a new thing, but there's a lot of benefits, so I'm getting used to it. But I just want to make that clear that with exclusions, it's going to be, you're going to go to placements, then you're going to go to where ads showed to find the ads that are bad, and then you're going to go to exclusions, so you're not going to go to shared library, and then you're going to add placement exclusion and then account. So yeah, that's where that lies. Another thing I wanted to mention is you want to be also, if you're not doing this, make sure you're not showing up on mobile apps on the Google Display Network, because that will kill your ad spend. So mobile apps on Google Display Network are a huge sink of money. I usually, when I'm starting campaigns, I'll start them on YouTube only and exclude the GDN. That's in the campaign settings. But you can do GDN campaigns. It's, you know, there are lots of videos on GDN. Just be aware and keep an eye out and be careful with mobile. Like exclude, I think that there's basically, if you do exclude anything with, there's basically you'll have to just exclude mobile apps as a whole. There's a way to do that. I'll make sure to have a quick, like, you know, description in the video description on how to exclude mobile apps. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And please be sure to subscribe. Thank you.